Hello, everybody. Leroy T, Rutherford, showing you what it's all about again this week, as this is week 11 of your 2011 NFL picks with Leroy T. Yes, I did have a terrible week last week, that's for sure. Couldn't help that for what it was worth. But as far as I can understand, these things do happen. But what are you going to do? You only got to live what you can live with. And that's good for me, and not for you, and nobody else. And I know those picks were tough as way they go. 6-10 last week, but Leroy T is not going to be having a bad week this time, and no more of that fooling around. That Thursday thing just caught up to me a little bit too fast. Leroy T just got bunkered. Well, let's start it off. We have a Thursday night game when the New York Jets are taking on the Denver Broncos. Aha! Well, Rex Ryan and company, they got their butts kicked there last week, of course. And they thinking about, well, they got to go out to Denver. They thought, oh, I got to go through all that, and I don't know what's going to happen. But Leroy T is going to be taking the Jets, going to blow it on the line, going to go what the experts think, and I'll take the Jets for some reason. And now we got Tennessee Titans. They'll be going into Atlanta to play the Falcons. Titans had a great game last week against the Carolina Panthers. That's because, of course, they're Cam Newton. When you have a quarterback that's not doing as great as he should be, things will happen like that. And, of course, for the Tennessee Titans, with playing great there and all, with their Seattle quarterback, what Leroy T knows, he is doing fine down in Tennessee. The only thing is, they're playing Atlanta, and Atlanta's kind of mad last week that they had lost to New Orleans Saints at home, so take the Falcons. That's Leroy T's way he's going to be flying. Now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll be going up to Cleveland Browns. Seems like Cleveland Browns are playing a lot of home games in these last couple of weeks or so. Well, enjoy it while you can, because I'm thinking the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win this game without no questions asked whatsoever. Leroy T says take Jacksonville if you want to. Well, of course, Carolina Panthers. We're going into Detroit to play the Lions. And as a lot of people know, anytime the Lions have a game the Sunday before their Thanksgiving Day turkey game, 12:30 on the East Coast, 9:30 in the morning on the West Coast, and in between, the 11:30 and the 10:30. Woohoo! But they always seem to come out and win a game before that time, either on the home or on the road, so you got to take the Lions. There's no second guessing on that one. Now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be a tough game they had last week. They'll be flying into Green Bay to play the Packers. Well, just got one thing to say about that. This team is just going to be 10-0. Can you see that? 10-0. I don't see it. Anywhere. Okay. Take the Packers. That's what's going to be happening. You see it? Okay, that you. Now, Dallas Cowboys going in to play the Washington Redskins for Leroy T. And you know how much Leroy T was not a Dallas Cowboys fan. Jerry Jones took it right to my butt last week, and he said, take this, Leroy T. My boys are going to rock and roll the Buffalo Bills. I didn't believe it for a second. But I'm laying on the line to you and your Tony Romo team that you boys will be tearing up some lives in Washington. I'm taking you this week as much as I don't care for your quarterback, much less your team, except your cheerleaders, where they're awfully. I'll take the Cowboys. Now we got Cincinnati Bengals. We had a tough week last week against Steelers. They'll be flying into Baltimore to play the Ravens. Well, Marvin Lewis, great 5-game winning streak you had. Of course, that was tough going there and all, and Ravens had a tough week as well going into Seattle. But this is one of those divisional games, and I had a toss-up. I didn't know which one here, where to go, so I'm just going to go right for it and just take the Ravens. I don't know, this is one of those picks. It's just like I didn't know where to go, and just taking the Ravens. Buffalo Bills will be trying into Miami to play those Dolphins. Let's become the Miami Marlins down there with the baseball team. They won't be in the same stadium anymore, so that'll make them happy. But after that nice 2-game winning streak, that the Miami Dolphins had, it looks like this time around I am going to have to go with the Buffalo Bills breaking out of that losing streak. Somebody's breaking out of the losing streak one way or the other here. Buffalo. Now the Oakland Raiders, excuse me, will be playing the Minnesota Vikings up in the Metrodome. Boy, those Minnesota Viking fans are really down the dumps there last week after playing Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football. Had to hear Tirico, Jaws, and that other John Gruden man, who think they all know it all the way. He's never going to be a coach as much anymore. He's probably as that CBS dude who used to be the old Steelers quarterback, man, whatever. But I'm going to have to go with nothing's greater than a Raider. They proved themselves last week. There's another team that Leroy T forgot to take. He should have known nothing's greater than a Raider. So I'm coming back to you boys. Take it. Now, the game out in San Francisco, one of our first 4 o'clock games, will be the Arizona Cardinals will be going in to play the San Francisco 49ers, who are now 8-1. Can they go 9-1 and just be possibly still one game back of Green Bay going into the 12th week? I think so. The 49ers are going to take care of business. Alex Smith, this team is just rocking and rolling. They're not going to have Arizona just spoil their party. Take 49ers until somebody can prove they can beat them again. You know? Now, Seattle Seahawks will be playing a game in Los Angeles, another divisional game, just like those two guys, Cardinals 49ers. So they're going to settle it out the same weekend, play the Rams in St. Louis. Seattle just seems like they're just feeling they know what they want to do. They want to try to maybe sneak into maybe some wild card and win some more games here for Leroy T. So take Seattle Seahawks there on. Barris Jackson and those boys, they're proving themselves here. They really impressed me against the Baltimore Ravens when I had the Baltimore Ravens on some picks. You see that 90-something% had the Ravens on that category. What happens? Seattle took them. Anyway, take Seattle in that game. And now your America's Game of the Week, of course, will be on CBS Sports with Jim Nantz along with his buddy. Yeah, not a big Jim Nantz fan, but he does the games fairly well. He's fine and dandy. Thank heavens he has his sidekick there with him and all. That makes things a little bit better, but not that big on the Jim Nantz kind of thing. But it's okay, Jim. It's all good. Take the Bears over the San Diego Chargers in that 4:15 matchup when they'll be flying across the country. They thought 1 week was bad, playing on Thursday night. What could they play this Sunday afternoon? And then you figure 4 games in a row now, the Bears are going to be playing against the AFC West. I don't think it's ever happened in the history of the NFL, playing a division that's outside of your division in another conference. But they're going to make history. Now our Sunday night matchup, Al and, of course, Chris, along with the beautiful Michelle Tafoya. Baby, please give me your comments right here with Leroy T's picks there, dog. I want to hear from you, anything at all. I love you, baby. You're awesome, Michelle Tafoya. Eagles, Giants. That's your awesome NFC matchup right here. Eagles just falling apart here with Michael Vick and company lately. I'm just going to take Eli Manning and the New York Giants. I know they had a tough week last week out there in San Francisco, but they want to bounce it back before Thanksgiving and enjoy the boys with the turkey and all the fixings right there. Finally, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, and they will be flying into Monday Night Football on ESPN to play the New England Patriots. Early in the season, you would say Kansas City Chiefs are just looking unstoppable. Anybody can beat that team at any time, at any place. But Tom Brady, they just proved it on Sunday Night Football. The Jets just don't belong. They still got what they need, and they went right into New York and just flipped and went all over the place and took care of business. This team is not done yet. It's a landslide. Take New England Patriots. This is no doubt in my mind that will happen for Leroy T. Well, those are your picks. I would love to hear any suggestions or comments you might have. You do it on the bottom of that screen. You know exactly where it is, because if you're logged in here, you had to find out some picks here last week. Even though Leroy T went 6-10, hey, you can't be perfect every week. I don't have one of those 800 lions. I just have this free YouTube for you and me to enjoy. And all of my other fans, anybody want to make comments, go right ahead. Leave me a line. A good one, a bad one. It's up to me. It's almost my turkey time. I'm getting ready for turkey action, big time action. But Leroy T signing off wishing your day is as good as mine. And have a nice one. Did you see that? No, you didn't. But you take care now. Leroy T says au revoir and have leeann tweeden dreams. Oh, I'm sorry. And bye now.